I hate you.
It's down to me and one other person for that understudy part of an European tour. And I can't pass this up.
Gordon, you got a minute?
Come on in.
It wasn't my idea. The shoe clicker. My sister came up with it. I don't know why I lied about it, but I did.
How can I put this? I don't give a rat's ass.
All right. I'll take care of it. All right, sorry.
Listen, you know, you say that your family's not a distraction, but every time I turn around, we've got another crisis on our hands, right?
Yeah, I know.
If you're just gonna phone it in,
Hey, Gordon, nobody's phoning it in.
you know what I'm talking about. I need you here, Adam, focused. You are an essential part of this company, okay? And we're in trouble.
What do you mean in trouble?
All right.
No.
You guys doing? I feel like those backpacks haven't been open. Did anyone do anything, huh? Hey, do you want me to help you start something for dinner, Mom?
Oh, we ate already.
Oh. Okay. Hey, did you order contact lenses, you know? For us?
Well, Beretta spray.
Hey, you know, people need to get things done, okay? And it can't just all be crossword puzzles and Pac-Man. You have to actually do things, okay? And do your homework, okay?
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Where did she come up with that?
Who's serving? Mine?
I'm sorry. It's had a really bad day.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go kill myself. Nothing. So. This is my daughter Amber and friend Kelsey. Hey, so we were just gonna go.
No, what?
Oh, we didn't. There was like trouble with, there are too many people in there. That's fine. Yeah, we had a good time hanging out.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh no! I tried. I talked to.
Don't leave. Go away. What's up?
Hey, Brett. No. He's a guy from work. He knows the guys. He was kind of hurt. Okay. This.
I love you, Mommy.
Yeah. Told you.
I know you love me like I love my cat.
Amazing. Thank you.
Not a problem. Now, let's go. Have some fun. Yeah? You're gonna love these guys. They rock.
Shepard's explanation was not convincing. He was arraigned on a charge of murder. Authorities believed that they were on track to close the Woodson murder. Then they received an anonymous phone call linking Shepard to yet another disappearance. Kathy Flowers, a local 14-year-old girl, had vanished 2 years earlier.
I need you to take us and show us where she is now. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can take you there.
Shepard led investigators to the body of Kathy Flowers, just as he had promised.
We went into the woods, probably a couple hundred yards off the highway. Joe had designated a spot where we ought to dig. I'll never forget Joe Shepard was hunkered down beside the hole we were digging, and he looked up with this cold smile on his face and said, "See, I told you so."
To the back door. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. What's up?
Nothing. I didn't like how we ended things yesterday.
It's fine. Doesn't matter anyway.
What do you mean?
You got your wish. I'm leaving.
That isn't what I wanted. I was only thinking of your best interests.
Like I said, doesn't matter now.
I wish we could just talk about this.
Goodbye, Bryce. You're alive?
That's true. But I'm still in the mood for a good romance. We'll see.
You know what we need?
What?
Why?
Oh, okay.
Any suggestions?
I'm in your hands. Thank you.
To Courtney Andrews, a very special woman. This reminds me of Andrew's favorite bench.
It was you?
Oops. You caught me in a lie.
You were in on this the whole time, weren't you?
They were my partners. Still are, I guess.
You want something? Because I'm kind of busy here. So is he. Come on, Will. You're taking this kind of hard, don't you think? I mean, you only went out with her like what, like 6 times or something? Man, I don't know who's the bigger jerk here, me or you. Excuse me? You for opening your stupid mouth in the first place, or me for listening to you? Hey, come on, Will. Who the hell do you think you are, babe? You know, I never knew you were so... You had no right to say all that stuff about Gina. No right. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. No. No, you know what? Sorry doesn't cut it this time. You get everything, babe. Everything you want comes so easy to you, apart from grades. And you don't realize, like with Sarah. You wanted Sarah back, and then poof, she's yours. Wait a second. Is this about Sarah? No. It's not about Sarah. It's about you. It's about the fact that I finally find somebody that I like.
Muon is a heavy electron, and it contains a positive charge and a negative charge. And the ion is heavier than the muon. Now the ion has a positive charge, a negative charge, or no charge. Who wants to take a stab at this? Bailey? Elementary particles are particles that are, you know, well, thanks. Anyone else? Particle. Only a little bit of charge. Say like best friends, and the one particle says something bad. Then it can sound.
This lizard deserves to live the life of luxury.
Dubbed Gordon Gekko, he's now under contract to the film company.
He's living presently in a big cage, complete with a waterfall, its own bathing pond, luxurious plants, and a food budget that surpasses mine.
He spends the days laying up on those rocks getting a suntan, and then he spends the evenings in his little jacuzzi here, so he lives better than any lizard in town lives.
These lounge lizards.
The past year or so, we're seeing an increase in conflicts with exotic animals and people, and it may be that we're starting to build into areas where these exotic animals have been living for years, unapproached and unmolested. We've had people say, I'm afraid to check my oil now. I don't want to pop the hood on my car. What if I find one of those things?
I think he knows who I am. He tried to steal my car.
I like Gordon, and I'm glad he's fine. And it was fun and adventuresome at the same time, but I don't ever want it to happen again. Not my car, anyway. It's like to run around all day.
Helping him. I felt right in the middle of his belly the whole outline of the bullet.
That meant his chest had been violated and also his belly, meaning that he would be having increasing difficulty breathing, and we were looking at very heavy internal bleeding.
The victim had to be carried a mile through rough terrain to the nearest place where the search and rescue helicopter could land safely. There, his condition was assessed by Dr. Don Dudley.
We needed to transport him as quickly as possible. He was in a lot of pain. He had no breath sounds on the right side. He appeared to be in early shock. We know he's bleeding severely in his chest. I know he's bleeding in his belly. Somebody like that can bleed out and die very quickly.
While rescuers prepared to take Brendan to the air ambulance waiting a few miles away, his brother Robert returned to the scene.
They wouldn't let me up so they were getting ready to take off. They didn't want me in the way.
You know how to listen. You listen with your whole body, your hands, your eyes, your face. You believe that people already know the answers. They just need to hear them out loud. So you listen. Introducing Time Bank. Only Time Bank awards you 1 free minute for every 5 you spend on the phone. When was the last time you were rewarded for something you were already doing?
Come on, follow me down this way. You're really gonna love this. You're gonna love this. This is my favorite product right here.
I can mow everybody's yard in the whole neighborhood. Easy to maintain. It works great. It's Terminator 2.
We're living in Tulsa with your great aunt Emma. We shared a one-room apartment. Did you slip through one of those other batteries?
Me?
The copper top. Top of the phone.
But we didn't stop there.
But that doesn't knowing that it lets you relax and just have fun, it could have some effect. Use your Gold Master product to go over the world so you can get money and
Dr. G slides her scalpel across Ruben's scalp from ear to ear.
So when you start cutting the cranial nerves, when I reflect the scalp, I see the contusion, but he doesn't have any skull fracture. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have trauma to the brain. So I remove that calvarium, the top of the skull, and he doesn't. His brain looked completely normal. I don't see anything. It looks good to me. That's disappointing. And there was no damage to either his brain or his skull from a blow to the head or from a gunshot wound. All right,
Dr. G continues to examine the brain for any abnormality that could have caused a fatal seizure.
But when I section the brain, there's nothing. I don't see anything. Although they haven't truly ruled out a death associated with epilepsy, because sometimes you just don't see anything. I need to do the rest of the autopsy to know for sure. So there's still a lot of possibilities. Everything from a heart attack to something associated with this stomach cancer he's supposed to figure out what's wrong with her. They send her away.
But the next night, Claudia is still in pain. She races back to the
She looked at them and said, I feel like killing myself. And initially, I'm going to jump in front of a car. I'm going to get I can't go on. And she didn't say it yesterday. They send her to a mental health hospital for She's in the mental health facility for about 2 days. Temperature normal, heart rate normal, blood pressure, normal, respiration. I was the first.
D3.
Pregnant women don't tend to have a
O70.
for meningitis. It's, maybe 50 reported in the literature.
G52.
Vaccines have dramatically reduced the risk of meningitis.
O61.
In young adults.
How in the world could this girl have meningitis?
G54.
I do at least 3 different cultures of the cerebrospinal fluid.
O67.
I also do a smear on a
I21.
that brain.
She is particularly eager to look at the results of the culture.
G60. Round over.
And in a few days, she has them in her hands.
I was anxious to see what the cultures were, and then I look and I'm like, wow, I'm shocked. This was unexpected, totally unexpected.
Scrubbing bubbles. That's the scrubby way.
Happy go.
She was a 10-year-old, joyful, very humble, gregarious individual.
January 25th, 2005. Katie starts her day by getting a ride to school from her father, John.
Drop her off and
The afternoon passes quietly and without incident. The only sound is the voices of children's laughter as the local school lets out its schools for the day.
When school was over, she returned home. Her mother asked her to run an errand at a nearby store. No more than, I would say, 250 yards from where she lived.
At 4 o'clock, when Katie doesn't come home from running the errand, Cypress Lake. Officials waste no time arriving on the scene.
I went up and spoke with Marty, and he pointed out what he was looking at, and it was very difficult to see what he was seeing.
It was a body dressed similarly to how Katie was, approximately the same size as Katie's size.
I've heard the last known description of her wearing a light blue coat, like a down coat. You could see that in the water.
When the state police divers came in and they got into the water and and pulled Katie's body out, and it was confirmed that it was Katie, and it was just sad. A lot of people standing around had tears in their eyes, me included.
The tragic discovery of Katie's body closes one chapter to the heinous crime and forces the police to shift the focus of their investigation.
Child. DNA results can be obtained in just a couple days if that's all you're doing, that's all you're working on. And in this particular case, I worked on it every day that I...
By Stockelman, Tony Seidel set up an experiment where he put cigarette butts out and exposed them in the same area at the same time of year.
Determined from the manufacturer that it was only available in the area for approximately 5 years. I also determined that it was not possible for his cigarette to have there.
Come by and then, we could talk again. So Tony and I are the only ones that went over there to meet him. Again, we don't want to do anything to spook him too bad. Plus, he's in a karate studio with other kids and don't know what his mindset is. And obviously, our boys killed Katie Coleman.
Olive Garden's got 3 new dishes tossed in our limited time creamy garlic sauce. Will be gone soon. Settling for irritating with tennis skills.
Charged with the sexual assault and murder of 10-year-old Katie Coleman, factory worker Anthony Stockelman is behind bars awaiting trial.
And I had my suspect started immediately because we did ask for a death penalty initially, and that was an incredible amount of work.
Witness who said that they saw Katie in a white Ford F-150 truck within a appearance. Smoking.
Furthermore, Stockelman's alibi that he was helping his mother move out of the house.
He was at the residence from where Katie was last seen.
At least have...
April 20th, 2006, the day of the hearing and sentencing for Anthony Stockelman. The mood in the packed courtroom is tense and highly charged as those in attendance wait for the proceedings to start.
The courtroom was filled with family, friends, community members, and investigators that had a vested interest in this investigation. It was very emotional for all of the individuals who were sitting in the gallery in the courtroom, and for all the individuals that testified, because it was the culmination of all of months' worth of work.
Anthony Stockelman is brought into the packed courtroom. The crowd hushes and leans in for a better look at the accused child killer.
Everybody's maintained a level of being calm throughout that, which I think can imagine how difficult that would be, sitting there right across the room from someone who took your child away from you.
He was very stoic. He was very unemotional. Seemed disinterested. Seemed bored.
When he was brought in to the courtroom, I remember hearing someone, there's no court of appeals.
The public is safe. Mr. Stockelman is not going to get out, and Denise family is there.
His life will never be again.
Is behind bars with no
Infrequent. Continually. And perhaps we could claim.
The
N35. O69.
I have an exclusive podcast on my YouTube.
066.
30 minutes of detail about this
Round over.
which I am absolutely obsessed with. You should be too. What do you think? Did she do
However, Rita was basically blind, and as she made her way into the kitchen, she walked past her table, and her foot caught a basket of newspapers in the ground, and it caused her to stumble and fall to the floor. And the second she hit the ground, she heard a pop. She felt a shooting pain in her hip, and she knew right away, very likely, her hip was broken. This was a very, very serious problem. Rita lived completely alone, and basically had cut off everybody in her life. For like 20 years, the reason for this all started 20 years earlier with her beloved son, Lewis, who lived with her. But for some reason, 20 years ago, her son Lewis inexplicably packed up and left her house without saying anything, and then she never heard from him again. She just lived in this house, totally isolated, totally alone. But despite basically being blind and knowing she's in this horrible situation, she kind of rolled over onto her other side, she got herself onto her elbow.
Blue. Blue. Draw 2. Splat. Red. Blue.
They have the power within to not participate in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Fear keeps people locked in these lower timelines.
Yeah, that's true. Love breaks them free. So we only have 3 more questions. Let's see. Did your ability to see through time alter your understanding of the spiritual realm, heaven, hell, purgatory?
Yes, because he understood that heaven and hell were constructions, meaning they were made up.
Human constructions, yeah.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
They were not the truth of the matter.
Okay. Same with purgatory?
Yes.
Okay. So if you could warn modern scientists who are currently experimenting with quantum timelines, particle acceleration like CERN, and looking glass technology today, what would the warning be? Get your hands off that
He says be careful.
And fight and get his neck out of the chokehold, but Susan decided that this guy, he's not going to talk, he's not going to tell me what he wants, he's here to kill me, so I'm going to kill him first. And she proceeded to choke him to death. And once he stopped moving, she calmly stood up, looked down, knew he was dead. She grabbed his hammer and then calmly walked out the front door, walked to her neighbor's house, knocked on the door, and then her neighbor comes up and sees Sue just standing there with her clothes tattered and she's all bruised and bloodied, but she looks like she's totally okay. And the neighbor asks Sue, what are you doing? What's going on? Why do you have that hammer? And Sue would tell her that, well, I had an intruder and he tried to kill me, so I killed him. And I need to use your phone to call the police. And so her neighbor's like, okay, come on in and use my phone. And so Sue walks in with her hammer in hand and calmly calls the police and tells them what happened. Police and paramedics show up and they go inside of Sue's house and they confirm that her attacker was in fact dead. And her attacker turned out to be 59-year-old Ed Haffey, who was a Vietnam veteran with a long rap sheet. They discovered Ed's backpack inside of Susan's house, and in it was a notebook that contained instructions for what to do after he killed Susan. And one of those instructions was to call Mike. It turns out this Mike was Susan's husband. He had paid Ed $50,000